After years of looking a couple of injuries away from disaster in defence, or in the case of the 2020-21 season, more than just looking like it, Liverpool seem to finally be addressing their issues this summer. They appeared to be signing not one, but two new centre-backs. Crystal Palace's Mark Gay is heavily linked, yet Parma's teenage prospect Giovanni Leoni also appears inbound. The most obvious thing about Leoni is, he's pretty big, isn't he? He's 6'5" at 18 years old, and not only that, he's got some bulk to him too. Most players don't really fill out until they hit their 20s, yet Leoni isn't some skinny beanpole. He's already well developed physically. The number one worry about players adapting to English football tends to be how they deal with the increased physicality, but there should be little concern about this for Leoni. Romelu Lukaku is one of the world's most physically imposing strikers, yet Leoni had little problem outmuscling him when Parma met Napoli in May. Leoni very much uses his strength to his advantage. As soon as he gets within touching distance of his man, he shoots out an arm and looks to hold them in place. This isn't enough for the referee to give a foul, but it's enough to make it difficult for the attacker to control the ball, and Leoni is often able to stop them from moving, giving teammates time to come across and help him out. He can also use his body to knock opponents about, blocking them off. However, sometimes he can be a little excessive with this. It's one thing to just stick out an arm, but referees don't tend to tolerate barging into opponents to the same extent. Leoni is strong enough that he doesn't really need to be quite so aggressive. He could easily impose himself on attackers without sending them flying, although the Premier League's more lenient refereeing means he might get away with it anyway. Leoni isn't just some big brute though. Despite his size, he is agile, able to turn quickly and fluidly, and he shapes and positions his body well in one-on-ones, even coping well out on the flanks. He's also clearly intelligent, able to read the play so that attackers can't get in ahead of him, and spotting runs from deep to come across and cover his teammates. You can often see him pointing to communicate to a teammate when there's an overlapping run that requires him to pass on his man, which displays an awareness of his surroundings beyond his years. There is the odd moment where he will be caught square, or step up and leave space behind him, but these are very much rarities. If anything, he should have a bit more confidence in himself to allow attackers to run at him. You often see him step up and getting in on opponents so that they can't turn, or even stepping in ahead of them to intercept the ball, but even when they have already received the ball and are facing him, he will sometimes step in and try to get at them, allowing them to knock the ball past him. Unsurprisingly for someone of his size, he's not the fastest, but he's certainly not slow either, and this allows him to get back and recover quickly. However, his relative speed is just another reason to why he doesn't need to be so aggressive. He could easily stand off and slow down his opponents' advance, rather than having to step in on them when the opportunity isn't really there. With his height, there's clearly little worry about him in the air. He can power the ball away, and he has good footwork and a high leap to get up and get good connections with the ball. There may be some slight issues with reading the flight of a ball though, making him a little hesitant to go in for headers or getting caught under them a little, so he isn't quite as dominant as you might expect given his size. In possession, it's difficult to come to any real conclusions. He looks comfortable on the ball and passes it cleanly, but he's not asked to do anything more than short simple passes and seems to clear it long when put under any pressure. How he will adapt from a team near the bottom of Serie A to one where he will be expected to do more creatively isn't clear. On closer inspection, Leoni doesn't seem to be one of those young signings that will arrive only to disappear on loan or into the reserves, never to be seen again. He may only be 18 years old, but this looks like someone ready for first team football. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support the channel. This will help show my work to more people and ensure that you see future videos. You can also help me out by sharing this video with people you think would like it. You can keep up with what I'm working on by following on social media, links are in the description, but most importantly by supporting Holding Midfield on Patreon. Without financial support, these videos will simply cease to exist, as they just require too much time and effort. So if you enjoy these videos and would like to see more of them, please consider helping me out financially, and in return you'll get access to exclusive content, as well as early access to those that appear on YouTube. Thanks for watching.